What's going on YouTube? This video, I'll warn you right up front, it might take a while, but I promise you'll be entertained if you like diecast. I've been wanting to do this video, and had I known it was going to take me an hour to set it up, I probably wouldn't have done it tonight, but let's get going on it. It's the vast majority of my Johnny Lightning collection. Here are some of the White Lightnings that I have. I've got the Cutlass, the 77 Cutlass. This black one, the Hearst Olds, is not a White Lightning. If it was, it would be a very valuable car, because that car as it sits is more valuable than any of these White Lightnings. So anyways, I've got the 77 Cutlass, the Scout, the Vet, the Jeep, a couple of awesome Chevys, little Mini Cooper, late model Pontiac GTO, nice international pickup. And then here we have the Projects and Progress cars that I have, which, as you can see, isn't very many. But these are four of my favorite cars from that. The Caprice wagon I would love to have, and I would love to have the 81 Malibu. And there are some others, but I love the 71 Roadrunner. I love that wagon and really dig these two cars as well. The Hearst Olds, that is the finished product. That is the restoration product. So those two cars go together very nicely, I think. Even though one of them is an 83, the other one is an 84, they're essentially the same car. This is a pre-Gone Fishing. I think it's 1998 or it might be 2000. That's the Bassin series. And then here we have the A100s. I love this casting. Love it from Johnny Lightning. Love it from Matchbox. Really cool truck. Couple other stock cars. We've got the Dilly Bars. We've got the LA Dart and the Pro Stock Camaro, which was a gift from Dreadnought. On this row here, we have some 4x4s with the International Scout, Jeep Cherokee, a couple of awesome K5 Blazers. Really happy to see them bring that one back. Some more Jeeps. Nice H2. And a mail-in exclusive H1. Pretty tough one to find. In this row here, we have the Land Cruiser. Some International Scouts. And then back here we have the Escalade, some Ford F-150s, and some mid to late 50s model Chevy Bel Airs. And then here we have a couple of awesome Pontiac GTOs. Got the holiday car and the, I forgot which this one is, Blake Rainey. Some nice little Chevrolets here. Little Citation, Typhoon. Got the Plastic Classic Judge. Carmen Ghia, Volkswagen truck. Johnny Lightning did the VW truck first, just so everybody knows. Here's a pretty nice row of Mopar. A couple of Dodge Demons, Super Bee, 71 Roadrunner, which I happen to love that car. And Green Light, or not Green Light, but Johnny Lightning, believe it or not, they do an awesome job on that Dodge Charger Daytona. And I'll come back to that one. Here's an old Chevy pickup and a couple of Dodge Rams. This blue Dodge Ram was another RAOK from Dreadnought. That Shelby Daytona was an RAOK from Paul Rosell. And the White Lightning International was an RAOK from Champion DJK. So I've had a lot of help putting this collection together. And I've got more RAOKs that I'm going to mention as they come around. These are both from the 2000 New York Toy Fair. 69 Camaro, mid-80s Camaro. That 69 Camaro is another RAOK from Paul Rosell. Awesome car. This Camaro here is the Papa John's car. That's one of my favorites. The theme of a pizza delivery car in diecast is awesome to me, and I'm surprised we don't ever see it, you know? I would love to see stuff like that. Little parts delivery trucks for like Napa, stuff like that I think would be awesome. And until Greenlight came along, Johnny Lightning made the nicest Trans Am. Then Greenlight came along and took it from him. And then Auto World came along and took it from Greenlight. Nobody even comes close to the Auto World casting. But this right here is why I love Johnny Lightning. Where else are you going to find a 1973 Pontiac GTO? I don't think anybody else cast that car. Same thing with this. You just don't see stuff like that from anybody except Johnny. Here's a better look at that Daytona. It really is a nice car. Alright, so a couple of 1970 Chevy Monte Carlos too. Can't leave those out. It's a nice casting. Both with rubber tires. Most of this collection is rubber tire, but there is a pretty decent amount of it that does not have rubber tire. So here is some Dukes of Hazzard cars. Got the Black Tilly 2, the Carnival of Thrills, Chevy Vega. I'm not sure where the Grand National fits into the Dukes of Hazzard, but it is from the show. We have 3 General Lees, the dirty version, the clean version, and the correct version with the awesome wheels and the push bar. And we have the Enos race car, got the Malibu, got that in a trade from Paul, got Daisy's Jeep, and that's it for Dukes of Hazzard. Then we have the Time Machine and the Ecto 1A. And then we have these. I called this in a previous video the Fall Guy truck, and I wanted to correct myself. It is the Walker Texas Ranger truck. It's a really cool truck. The CUDA is from Nash Bridges, Nash Bridges, I think. It's a nice CUDA too. I'm not a big fan of convertibles in this scale, but that one's came out pretty nice. Got a Ford Crown Victoria from Blues Brothers. Got the Slug Bug from Herbie, or the Love Bug, or whatever. And then over here we have some JDM Johnny Lightning with some Nissan Zs, Honda Accord, R34 Skylines. Got one here from Fast and Furious. Got some 260Zs and an Acura Integra. And then in this row we have some more Hollywood on Wheels with James Bond. I don't know what that is. Also James Bond. These 2 cars are from The Simpsons. Chief Wiggins' patrol car and Marge's grocery getter. From Austin Powers, we have the Shaguar. From the Munsters, we have the Munsters coach. And behind that, we have a Chevelle and an awesome hot rod. Coming back here, another really popular series from Johnny Lightning was the Demolition Derby cars. I don't have very many of those. I have 4 projects in progress, and I have 4 demolition derby. So we've got the Caprice wagon. Don't know what that is. I think it might be a Lincoln. I know the green one is a Lincoln Continental. And I'm not sure what the blue one is. And then these are just Gone Fishing castings. I just like wagons, so I don't care much for the boats. But I really dig the wagons, especially wagons with wood paneling. Well, I'll come back to that. Sorry about the camera work. All right, so here is another REOK from Paul Rosell, Mercury Cougar. Here's a casting I really wish Greenlight or Auto World would do. I think Johnny Lightning did a really nice job with this. It's a Buick Riviera, and it is a pretty sharp looking car. Here we have a Volkswagen with some surfboards. And one of the cleanest Johnny Lightning cars I think I've ever seen is this Buick GS. It almost looks like an Auto World. It is so clean. I mean, it really looks good. Yeah, here's some other oddball stuff. There's a 81 Malibu. Love that car. Might be my favorite Johnny Lightning casting. They do a really nice job on this Mustang too. There's another awesome Cutlass. There's a Ford F550, I think, tow truck. Really cool truck there. A lot of detail. A lot of crazy nice detail in that. And then here we have a Chevy Cyclone. Or no, this is the Typhoon. And a Chevy Impala. And then a chrome Chevy Nova. I saw a lady trying to sell one of those for 40 bucks at a car show, or a diecast show not that long ago. And I don't think it's worth anywhere near that. There's a Chevy Caprice Yellow Cab. That's a really cool casting. I don't remember where I got it. I might have got it from one of you guys watching. If I did, I'm sorry I forgot, but thank you, as I really like that car. That yellow banana gremlin came from Dreadnought. Got some Plymouth Furies here, John Deere. A Mustang Cobra 2. Got a Vega wagon. Got the Mystery Machine. Got an awesome GTO. That came courtesy of Chris. The dude has sent me 2 awesome goodie boxes, and that came out of one of those. I think. I hope I'm not mistaking on that. I think that's where that came from. If not, I really apologize. I've received so many of these as just random acts of kindness. So here we have the German Police with the Beetle. 2 of my favorite White Lightnings. Another awesome oddball casting from Johnny Lightning. One of the reasons I love this diecast company is this Mercury Montego. That is just cool, and you just don't get stuff like that from anybody except Johnny Lightning. And an awesome Mercury Cougar and an awesome Lincoln Continental. It'll be interesting to see the Greenlight Continental that's coming out later this month. Compare it to this one. Here we have a Rally Beetle, an off-road Jeep Cherokee. This is the infamous headlight custom from Champion DJK on the Toyota Land Cruiser. Speaking of Champion DJK, this was an REOK Dodge Monaco. I thought when I got these other Monacos from Paul Rosell the other day, I forgot that I had that casting. That's okay though. Can never have enough of these Dodge Monacos. Now I have a police livery, a taxi livery, and a civilian livery. Here are some more police cars. This K9 Caprice wagon, as it turns out, is a pretty valuable, hard to find car. It's an awesome casting. The car behind it is pretty cool too. I think it's like a little Ford Fairlane. Got mud on the rocker panel. And then another Blues Brother car, the Dodge Monaco. So this is the later, or the bigger body style of Monaco. They have two Monaco castings. That one and that one. And I think that one is the earlier casting, maybe like a 74. And then I think the other one is a 77. This is the same. I'm pretty sure this is the earlier casting. Yeah. So that's the 74 Monaco, and the other one is a 77 Monaco. The 77 Monaco seems to be a little bit smaller. All right, well, we don't have much more to look at, but if I can work my way back, we will try. Another Volkswagen Beetle. The car everybody loves. The 95 or 96, I forget which year, but the Chevy Impala. It's another casting I love from Johnny Lightning, and I really need to try to get more of those because that car is just awesome. And another Rally Beetle, that one's pretty cool too. Another AMC. I love the Johnny Lightning Tahoe. Another very realistic casting. They do a really nice job on these Warlocks too. These Dodge pickups. It's got the wood bed. And then we have the Partridge Family bus. A couple of international castings. Got the Ford Bronco. Actually, I don't think, I know. I like the green light Broncos quite a bit more. There's a Wicked Wagon Chevy Caprice. That was another cool series that Johnny Lightning did. Got a Ford Fairlane, a late model Monte Carlo, Chrysler 300, and another Mustang. And then before I forget, up at the top we have a couple of Cadillac hearse cars. The Spectre Flame pink one is not mint. I found that in a bag of cars at a thrift store. But this one here is a fresh blister pull. Yeah, I cracked that one myself. Most of these that came off the card, and most of them did, I pulled them off the card myself. Like all the Duke's cars, except for the Enos race car. The rest of them I cracked myself. Same thing with the Ecto 1A and Time Machine. So most of this stuff I crack open. But if I find one loose and it's not like totally destroyed, I will grab it. So that is the bulk of, I'll just go ahead and call it my Johnny Lightning collection. There is about 10 to 15 castings that didn't make the cut. Mostly they are gone fishing or like duplicated castings that I already have in here that are just like a different color or a different variation. And there, if you're wondering, there are 173 Johnny Lightning cars on this table right now. So it's a decent size Johnny Lightning collection. I know one guy who has over 200 White Lightnings alone. So, you know, this is probably a pretty decent sized Johnny Lightning collection, but in the grand scheme of things, it's probably just average. But, you know, this stuff is just getting harder and harder to find. The older stuff, and I would say 2/3 to 3/4 of this is older pre-round 2 era stuff. So, and that is the stuff that's getting hard to find. I really like that round 2 is keeping them pretty limited, around 12 to 1,300 pieces. What I don't like is that they're bringing them out in 4 different colors, because basically that makes them available at about a 5,000 unit clip, which isn't really rare, but I would rather see 2,000 of each one in 2 colors and move on to the next tooling. But they have to get the most out of each tool, I suppose. And I hope they don't go back to the old White Lightning stuff. I know I've seen them been doing that lately with the white base and stuff. I'm just not into those White Lightnings. I like what they were doing right here to really set the cars apart from the others. And, you know, it's kind of like an Ultra Red or a Green Machine. I kind of wish Green Machines were all green body, you know. But I don't know. I like that better than this type of stuff here. White bases. At least with the Jeep, they went with gold wheels. So, anyways, that's it. That's Johnny Lightning. I'm surprised I got that done in 22 minutes. I hope that I didn't miss anything. I didn't really start collecting Johnny Lightning until probably six to 8 months ago. But I'm glad that I did, because it's probably, I don't know. I've been unloading some cars lately to pick up some extra cash. And the Hot Wheels are my least favorite part of my collection, so they're the first ones to go. But I've been thinking about it, and I don't ever want to sell this part of my collection. But I also don't want to sell my Greenlight collection, and I also don't want to sell my Auto World collection. But I think my Auto World collection would probably be the first one to go, although I will not sell my Ultra Reds, and there are some castings, the Roadrunners and the Cadillacs, and probably some of the Impalas that I would never sell. But that's just awesome. It's a sea of Johnny Lightning. So shout out to everybody that helped me acquire this collection. There's a lot of people involved. A lot of you guys are watching right now. Jeremy and Paul and David and all you guys that have helped me get here. I appreciate it. If you have anything else that you're looking to unload, or if you see something of mine that you want to add to your collection, maybe we can work something out. But definitely help out your friends, help them get what they want, and you know what they say, what goes around comes around. You help a buddy get what they need, and they'll help you get what you need. What diorama? All I see are trees. I'm just blabbing. Alright guys, I'll let you go. You all have a good week, and I will holler at the next video.